I remember at one point, Troy Ave threatened me over a text message because I wouldn't post one of his songs. He's like, yo, you don't post my, there's going to be consequences on some street shit. And I'm looking at this going like, fuck out of here. Me and Joe have been talking about each other for 15 years.
Okay, cool. Y'all, but
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
think that you and Joe, I don't think Joe is ever going to be like, yo, I want to smoke
Joe
Vlad.
was on, listen to me. Joe was on Everyday
Joe ain't
Struggle.
smoking.
Oh, listen to me. No.
Joe is not going down that road.
No,
we
listen,
shouldn't be talking about Joe.
Joe Budden was on Everyday Struggle saying, when I see Vlad, I'm going to f him up. And I got lawyer money put aside.
No offense, Vlad.
You see what I'm saying?
No offense, Vlad.
And let me tell you.
You or Joe, y'all not from Brooklyn.
Right.
Who loses in this situation?
Who cooperated?
Who loses?
Who cooperated?
Your man cooperated too. Who loses though?
Taxstone cooperated?
Your man was writing letters to the judge. Who?
Okay.
Before Troy even laid a statement down,
right.
Your man was writing letters to the judge. Okay. So stop.
I talk about people. Mm-hmm. And I understand that it could turn violent when I see them.
Well, it's different.
Okay, hold on. No, wait.
You give your opinion on things.
No,
one of these run down.
You
don't do that.
No, I don't do that. But listen,
you don't do that.
I've talked about Dame on this interview, just like he said Vlad. I'm like Dame. Like we go back and forth.
Yeah,
and if I see Dame,
cool. That's fine.
Who knows what's going to happen if me and Dame see each other?
But it's not the same.
Who knows?
But it's not the same as someone.
It depends on how he takes it. I'm ready for the fuck shit. When I move around, I prepare myself for that on a daily basis.
Good afternoon. I pray that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Getting right into things, man. So as you know, on this channel, I like to keep a balance. So I know a lot of people actually hate Vlad, but he has done a lot of good. He has given a platform to a lot of brothers and literally has sprung them into stardom. It was a time where a Vladtv interview was almost a rites of passage for an up-and-coming artist. Once you made it to Vlad, this signified that your hard work had paid off and you are now officially about to be embraced as a mainstream artist. Now, on the flip side of this, it is true that Vladtv can be labeled as culture vulture #1.
He is the epitome of a culture vulture. This is my main point. He has made over $10 million off of black people's attention alone. He's made money off of getting black people self-incriminated. He's made money off of by the FBI using when black people tell their stories about whether if it was their life before they got into the game, etc., or if they currently still do it, whatever. The FBI has verifiably used the testimonies and statements from his interviews, from people on his interviews, to lock people up. Vlad is not only a culture vulture, he is a straight up devil. What he said about the minister, I said I will never go on this show. I don't give a damn if he tries to invite me on. He is absolutely a devil, period, point blank. So again, that's why when you brought up him, he's an example of a lot of these people who do that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They bring you on so that
people.
you can say something so that they can benefit from destroying you and having you destroy yourself and act like they had nothing to do with it.
Or the original culture vulture. But that's not what we're here to discuss on today. Now, if you are an avid Vlad watcher, you know that Vlad has a huge ego. And I have taught you the difference between confidence, ego, and arrogance in several videos. So if you are familiar with this channel, then you should know the difference. Of course, you should know that ego and arrogance is based on falsehood, and it is easily offended. It is extremely self-conscious and insecure. So Vlad, in every interview, feels the need to interject himself and give some far out story and try to make it correlate to whatever that they're speaking on. Now, lastly, with Vlad and his European mindset, he actually believes that if you read about or speak with someone who was prolific in a particular lifestyle, that they can apply those same principles and be cut from that cloth, all by internalizing the information that was disseminated to them. We know that this is false also because I can read about Michael Jordan dunking from the free throw line all day, but if I go out and attempt to replicate this, I will fail miserably. This is the equivalent of the European mindset when they infiltrate our culture. You can see this very clearly with Adam 22, for example, feeling that he is somewhat pimpish by, in essence, whoring out his wife after hanging around Sharp and other California representation of the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing, and also thinking that he is a little hard now after hanging around Bloods and Crips. Going back to Vlad interviewing all of the top killers, the top drug dealers, the biggest known gangsters, etc., he honestly, in his mind, has forgotten who he truly is and has, in essence, forgot that he is not from that cloth. Now, being friends with Boosie and seeing how paid security can even the odds or actually put them in your favor, he is now talking very tough. How do we know that this is not Vlad's personality or his character? Because back in 2010, Vlad successfully sued Rick Ross and won $300,000. Let me read this article. So, on Thursday at the U.S. District Federal Court in New York, a jury of 8 awarded DJ Vlad, real name Vlad Iabobny, straight Russian, $250,000 in punitive damages and $50,000 in compensatory damages against Ross. The 4-day court proceedings stem from an August 10, 2008 incident involving Vlad and Ross's Triple C's group. Vlad alleged that Ross orchestrated an attack on him by the collective at an event at the 2008 Ozone Awards. Now you know this is old. Golly. For posting images of Ross dressed in a correctional officer's uniform on his website. Damn, I didn't know Vlad was the first one to break that. He been putting on. But in the $4 million lawsuit, Vlad said he suffered a broken eye socket, a broken nose, nerve damage to his face, cheek, upper lip, teeth, and gums, and required 7 stitches under his right eye following the alleged attack. Ross has always maintained his innocence on this matter, and rightfully so. Now, does all of this sound like the same person who you just heard speaking? Not at all. But this is what happens when guests in our community come around and feel that they have been embraced by the culture and that they are pillars in our community. When you get around those who are really like that, or at least come from that, you know, like one Mac used to always tell me, man, it just has a tendency to brush off. So I don't even think Vlad is attempting to be a buster. I think he really feels this way when he is speaking, and he has probably learned from that incident how to move correctly, so it may be a different Vlad now. The only issue that I take with the European mindset is that anything goes. So if I got security, or if I have my pistol and I can get a free kill, I'll do just that and actually boost my reputation in the black community. If I get caught slipping and get my ass whooped, then guess what? I'm going to put the police on your ass, buddy. I'm going to sue your ass. You shouldn't have put your hands on me. What the hell is wrong with you? That's illegal, buddy. It's ridiculous. So again, I had to bring this to the forefront because I can tell Vlad is getting very comfortable speaking as if he's really like that. Vlad, in case you didn't know, you are disqualified from talking tough. No real dude is thinking about putting hands on you. They don't take you serious at all. Nobody has time to be fighting frivolous cases. So stop speaking on snitching, cooperating who is and who's not, when you have already done the same and will do it again. Your voice holds no authority in that regard, but again, it is our fault as a people that he believes that it does, because, or the same as a Trap Lord Ross, asking, is young boy a fake gangster? We allow these outsiders to come in and make our culture their own, so we can't fault them for speaking out of turn. But, that's my take on it. Y'all jump in the comment section and tell me what y'all think, man. Is Vlad really like that? Should he still be allowed to speak like he tough, especially when he's speaking to black men? Y'all let me know, but until next time, certainly be blessed.